Okay, we're on the 541 in the Road Runner, fixing other things. We started it up yesterday. It started rattling, pulled the valve cover, and a couple of push rods are off to the side. It's got a hydraulic flat tappet cam in it. We weren't sure what was there. These lifters, we pulled them out. They don't seem to be releasing the pressure at all. We just tore one apart here, and there's the oil that's sitting in it after it's been sitting all night. And yeah, they all seem rock solid. They won't release the pressure. Don't know if it's just because it's been sitting around so long or what's going on, but you can see the marks on the rocker arms where the push rods popped out and hit the side of the rocker. Some of these marks are old, so somebody's had this problem before. And don't know if the motor was built about 5 years ago, and it's got maybe 100K or something on it now, 100 kilometers, because the car was being restored. So we're not sure if it's to do with spring pressure, because there's pretty good spring pressure in the heads designed for, say, a roller cam, hydraulic roller. And then when we look at these, some of them are scarred up pretty good. And anyway, we no longer trust it. So we're going to end up putting a hydraulic roller cam in it. Chris just tried pushing all these ones down, and they act like they're solid lifters. They're just rock solid.
You did already,
But
right?
yeah, there's one we just, yeah, you can do it with his finger now, push it down. But these ones we tried pushing even like that. Yeah, and you can't, it won't even move. Now if you look at this one that we just did,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's like nothing. So this one will do the same now, but we're not sure why they're not bleeding off. So there's something going on here. And some of the lifters look worse on the bottom than the others. They got some funny marks on them. They haven't totally scrubbed the cam or anything, but there is marks that are, some look worse than others. So rather than experiment, we are going to get him a hydraulic roller cam, and then he won't have to worry about these issues. Won't have to worry so much about oil issues and scrubbing another cam and materials and stuff like that. So we will show you more of this as it comes apart. But there's Chris. He's got all the parts off of this. Started yesterday when we developed this problem. We thought the car was just about ready to leave until it started rattling. And it was just kind of weird because we hadn't even went anywhere. And we brought it back from our drive. It was running good. Started a few times in the shop. It was running good. Then all of a sudden started again, and the thing started rattling. So we're not sure. It's maybe these lifters wouldn't pump down. Somebody set lifters in it before and something was wrong. The rockers, there's adjustments on these rockers, little nuts on the other side, and Allen head screws. And none of them were loose. They were all tight. So it's not like they backed off and the push rod got loose. So we got some beat up push rods, and some were beat up from before. We've seen some ends on them that were buggered up before. Yeah, this one's all kind of pounded out. You can kind of see that, where it caught the edge or the tip of the rocker arm there, oblong the hole a bit. But we'll end up having to use new push rods because the hydraulic roller lifters are probably about that much longer than these ones. So we'll end up with shorter push rods. And yeah, so we'll clean out this lifter, put it back together, and it'll work just like that one. But regardless, we'll probably just throw all this stuff away because we don't really want to try and use it or anything. It's not worth taking a chance on. But we're not sure why this thing may be just sitting so long. Oil or something's getting thick and that. It doesn't want to bleed it out. I don't know. We're not 100% sure, but there's something going on, and it's been going on before because some of this stuff is beat up from before. The driver's side is where the rockers popped out on us, and it made a few marks. We pulled the passenger side. None were popped out, yet these marks, 3 of them were already there. So yes, this problem happened to somebody else. And they didn't finish dealing with it, I don't think. So, I guess we will. So anyway, we'll be back with this project. Some of this stuff comes and then it just goes on and on and on, but we'll see if we can fix it and get it back on the road again. So we will be back.